Mr. President presents the budget of the FCT to the National Assembly. Therefore, I am an implementer of Mr. President's policies of what he intends to do. And Mr. President comes up with a laudable, which no president in this country has done. I say, listen, we have been talking about independence of the judiciary. How do you guarantee the independence of the judiciary? Part of what he did, one, he came on board and said, look, there should be this. In terms of uniformity of retirement of age, before it used to be Supreme Court and Court of Appeal 70 years. Now he has made it to without every judge from the State High Court, Federal High Court, Court of Appeal, Supreme Court retired at the age of 70. You move further, it's okay. Salaries, emoluments of judges and justices. No president had had that boost step. For how many years in this country, judges and justices' salaries and emoluments have not been increased? What do they earn? At the end of the day, you go home and say, look, if you really want to talk about independence of judiciary, you must make it such a way that they cannot be influenced or politically manipulated. Their salary should be increased. Even as they retire, they collect them as the same way. In that case, you are trying to remove them from political manipulation. He did that. The next is welfare. Where are the judges living? They have no home. Therefore, it's open for political manipulation. And for me, as a president who wants to guarantee the independence of the judiciary, judges must have their homes. I'm not Mr. President. I'm only lucky to be appointed as a minister under his administration, and who is in a position to implement his policies. And Mr. President said, look, this is what he wants. Come up and see what we can do. It was approved by Mr. President, sent to the National Assembly in 2024 budget that there should be construction of judges and justices' quarters. That they must remove judges from where they are renting houses. They don't even know where they are living. Where they are living are among criminals. We're in rented houses where the landlord will say, look, you have not paid. Leave. It's embarrassing. A policy anybody should commend Mr. President. It is in the National Assembly budget of 2024, appropriated by the National Assembly, assented to by Mr. President, which is a law. What is the problem? I'm only the implementer. Go and implement this. Federal Executive Council of Nigeria approved it, the contract and everything. It is not my policy. How would you now want to kill me? That I'm implementing what the federal government approved. I mean, I've never seen a country like this. But let me also explain. Assuming though not conceding, it was my policy. It was my idea. Assuming though not conceding. What is wrong in that? I was a governor of Rivers State. For the first time, no governor in the state ever thought of that idea. To say, look, we must have what we call owner occupier. Let the judges have where they can say, today I'm retiring, I have a home. You cannot influence me. Home is very, very important. I did not only do that for judges, also for River State judges and justices who are not serving in River State, but also serving at the federal government level, be it in the Supreme Court, be it in the Court of Appeal, be it in the Industrial Court, and Federal High Court. Nobody said, I did that to buy judges. Just because I'm in Abuja, and you remember, it was President Tribu when he was governor of Lagos State that introduced these owner-occupied houses in Lagos for judiciary. He was one. It was a policy. Before I copied from what he did in Lagos to establish in Port Harcourt. But again, all those houses I built for judges, how do I own them now? How do I own the judges now? Had there not been a series of orders against us, against me? Now, let us also say as well. That is why in our country, instead of people to commend you, particularly from the legal profession, to commend you that, look, for the first time we are seeing a government who now talks about the independence of the judiciary. How would they attain their independence? You allow people who have no job, who are professors online. I never knew there are professors online. This is my first time that a professor are appointed online. Without university. And when they talk, now just listen and say that, oh, there's also a professor that spoke. Who is this professor? Which university? How was he appointed? How was he made a professor? So it's unfortunate. So I want to say clearly, the idea is not mine. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not the president of Nigeria. It's the Federal Executive Council, presided by Mr. President, deputed by Mr. Vice President, and approved.
All right.
And I have to implement what Mr. President policies are.
Okay, we understand now. It's not an attempt to capture the judiciary, as people are saying. All right, my colleague here has a follow-up question.
Well, Your Excellency, still in line with what you have been trying to reiterate here. A lot of civil society groups or activists have, made calls all over the media, citing that the president should stop you and some other state governors from, projects like the one that you have done for the judges and even gifting cars to judges. This is in a bid to not gag judges or gag the judiciary. Do you think that perhaps this is stemming from the fact that they think you are being partial or biased because of your profession as, professionally you're part of the judicial system? Is this the reason, or are they just being quite vocal about it?
When you say civil society, it's unfortunate. Who are these civil society members? Who are they?
Well, it's all over the news, Your Excellency.
No, the point I'm making, I agree with you. Who are they?
You alluded to a professor online.
No,
that means you are following all those things they say.
No, I never said civil society.
Okay.
So that you understand me well. I said, they said a lot of professor online who nobody knows the university that appointed as a professor, where he lectures, or where he has lectured.
He is part of civil society.
If I don't even know, Now if it's a civil society, okay, let's give you a civil society where? Where are the civil societies? Now let me tell you, I saw one young man, they call him Adeyanju, from Kogi State. He's also part of civil society. This was a young boy who came to me that he went to be deputy, he went to National Publicity Secretary of PDP. I said no. Yes, I said no. Yes, I said won't be, and it was not. Yes, I have no regret about it. Then suddenly became a civil society activist. That's what kind of country are we in? Then you see him to go to a place to say, weekend you are grabbing La Uruga. This is the kind of civil society you are talking about? People who have no job. You turn to civil society.
And some other areas where some buildings were demolished because you say they don't have approval and they insist that their papers are intact. People have quarreled with your style. They say that appears as if the Honorable Minister is not listening because there was even this viral video where you engaged with somebody and probably used it's I think 10 past flared at that point, and people didn't like that as government with a human face, you should also be listening to the people.
Why does the criminal need a human face?
No, I'm talking about this, not those in shanties this time.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Why do I have to sympathize with the criminal?
Not those in shanties.
Now, the criminals are not only shanties. Land grabbers are criminals. Why do I have to sympathize with criminals? Why I have to be friendly with criminals? Well, the lot of lands is not controlled. If anybody has encroached to the green area without approval, too bad. Too bad. The building will go down. No, it will go down. Certainly, yes, it will go down. Yes.
Without
and
compensation.
Without what?
Compensation.
Compensation for what? You encroach on land, I pay compensation. No.
Suppose they have some papers, some kind of papers to show which emanated from government agency.
The only person that can give you that approval is the minister. If you go and do business with so what's my business there? Sometimes people can do business with them. They give you land allocation paper. What's my business? It is only the minister that has the power to sign.
Your Excellency, sometimes these documents shown are actually AMAC documents, and then you find situation.
Just like I told you now. Before I came on board, there was a director of lands who went to sign on behalf of the minister and allocate land to somebody. Does he have power?
But in that case, what happened?
Let me see. Anything he did illegal. What happened? What's my business?